Hey there folks, how's it going? In this video today, we're talking about Diablo Immortal and whether it will be free to play, whether it's going to have a monthly subscription, loot boxes, monetization schemes, or what's going to happen when Immortal comes out. In this video today, I'm going to prove to you definitively that I know exactly what's going to happen when Immortal comes out. Let's get started. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Captain Nemo. Welcome to another Diablo Immortal video. Today, we're answering some heated questions. That's right, questions that a lot of people are asking. What's going to happen when Immortal comes out? Is it going to be free to play? Is it going to have a monthly subscription? Are we going to see pay-to-win things like loot boxes and etc.? Today, in this video, I'm going to provide to you definitive proof that I actually think I know exactly what's going to happen when Immortal comes out. Remember, this video is chapters. You can skip around anytime you like via the chapters below. While you're down there, make sure to smash the like button, hit the subscribe, stay tuned for the latest Diablo Immortal content coming your way from me. Also, in the middle of this video, I'm going to give you some really exciting news. Super exciting. I cannot wait for this, so make sure to stick around for that as well. Let's get started with the first part. And what do I mean by part? Well, this video is going to be broken down to kind of like two parts. We're going to go into the quick nutshell. If you just want answers and you don't care about the proof, you don't care about anything, you just want to know, is this going to happen? And that's it. You want to be out? This is going to be the part for you. And then afterwards, we'll get into details. We're going to listen to Blizzard talk about it themselves. I'm going to give you all of the proof that you need, so you want to make sure that you stay around for that as well. Okay, so first, in a nutshell, let's talk about it. Question number one, people are always asking, what's going to happen when Immortal comes out? Is it going to be free to play? And the answer to that is yes. 99.999% sure. I would say even almost 100. Nothing in life is 100, so I'll say 99.9 that it is going to be free to play. Now, I'll give you more details as to why and whatever else, but it will be free to play, and it's going to follow the Activision Blizzard new model that they've been following. It's the free to play plus premium. So it's going to be free to play, and there are going to be things in the game that you're going to be able to buy. And there's some good news and bad news about that. So let's get into the second piece of this. So once you answer that, the next set of questions is always, okay, well, will it be pay to win? Is it going to have loot boxes in it? What kind of monetization system are we talking here? Because we all know, like, what's the catch? They always ask, right? Because if it's free to play, they have to make money somehow, one way or another, right? So what's going to happen in that sense? Well, let me answer some of those questions. I do think that it's going to be a little pay to win-ish. I think it'll be pay to win-ish. I base my decisions mostly on Call of Duty Mobile, and that's because Call of Duty Mobile is the most successful mobile game for them. This is something that they're definitely going to base Diablo Immortal and the rest of the mobile games that come on Call of Duty Mobile. Specifically, and I'll give you more details once we get further into the video, they've made $500 million on Call of Duty Mobile when it came out last year. This year. $500 million. They're absolutely going to follow that same model. And in Call of Duty Mobile, they have like pay-to-win-ish elements. Like, for example, they have weapon skins and character skins. And some of those skins, just some, not all, have like certain little perks. Now, these perks aren't actually that good. They don't give you any like god modes or anything. There's no way that you're going to be able to roll people over or have any kind of like real advantages. But in general, they give you like stats. Like, for example, there's one skin that gives you a stat where for the first 3 seconds of any match, you can run a little bit faster than everybody else. It'll get you, it'll get you further along. So I guess it's a positive thing. But in general, if you really think about it, by definition, what pay to win is if you're paying for extra stats that, others can't get or others need to grind for. That's what pay to win is. Being able to pay for stats. It really should be all cosmetic. The only way for this not to be fully pay to win, to like be 100% free to play, would be if they didn't have anything. If it was all cosmetic, like the Fortnite model. All the skins and the character skins and whatever, it is just that for looks and nothing else. This does have a little bit of pay to win. So let me know what you think about that below. Do you think that's pay to win if it has like certain gun skins that have certain weird things in it, like Call of Duty Mobile? I think it is. Well, I'm afraid that Diablo Immortal might have those elements in it. I really hope it doesn't. I really hope it doesn't have that. The other thing that I think Diablo Immortal might have, possibly going to be a negative for me, is the loot boxes. Because in general, if you look at Call of Duty Mobile, they actually do have loot boxes. They're not as bad. Loot boxes in general are evil. If you really think about this, the loot boxes, they prey on people's gambling tendencies. They don't give you what you want a lot of times. It's actually the worst way to spend money in the game, if you think about it. I don't want to be all negative, but it is definitely not a good way to spend money. Loot boxes are evil, and I really don't like them. If you're going to spend money in the game, the third way is actually positive, good news, the best way to do this. But I wouldn't buy loot boxes, but in general, Call of Duty Mobile does have them, and I'm afraid I wonder if Diablo Immortal will as well. Remember, also in some recent news, just happened today or yesterday, I think one of the company EA, I think, just got sued in New Zealand for loot boxes, and I think they lost. I think they're gonna have to start paying because they lost in court for the whole loot boxes thing. So this might change the game a little bit for some of the other companies. We don't know, and I'm really hoping it doesn't have loot boxes, but we'll see. The third way, of course, is then the best way if you were going to spend money in the game. That's of course the season pass. Call of Duty Mobile has a season pass. It's a really good deal if you're gonna spend money in the game. It's probably the best way to spend money in the game, in my opinion. We're talking it's $10 for 6 weeks. That's how long the season lasts, and you're able to get a whole bunch of stuff for this $10. Really, probably the best way. They also have something called Season Pass Premium, and that's like if you spend the Season Pass and you get the premium is a boost. It gives you 25 levels of boost on your Season Pass. So you can get the Season Pass, get to a certain level, and right before it ends, you can boost yourself 25 extra levels and get all of the gear and extra things and weapon skins and all that stuff for it. It's actually like a really good deal. So Call of Duty Mobile has those three. It has the game currency, which you can grind for, but it'll take like 200 hours to get a weapon skin, or you can buy. And then it has the loot boxes, and of course it has the season pass. But in general, all of that does have some weapon skins that do have some stats that in general could be considered pay to win. That's kind of the bad news, so to speak. That's in a nutshell. Now let's listen to something Blizzard says, and I'll tell you exactly why I think this is exactly to the T what I think Blizzard is going to do with Diablo Immortal. Let's listen to them speak about it, and I'm going to explain and give you some key points that will just absolutely prove it, in my opinion.
On mobile, Call of Duty has been downloaded over 300 million times worldwide and has become the highest grossing new game in the U.S. App Stores since its launch last October. By expanding to mobile, we've brought in tens of millions of new players in countries far beyond our traditional audiences. With the game now in final large-scale testing in China and over 50 million players already pre-registered, we see a clear path to continue growing Call of Duty's reach, engagement, and player investment on mobile in the largest mobile gaming market in the world. Deep engagement in premium Call of Duty content, as well as the addition of free-to-play experiences across mobile, console, and PC, drove the number of monthly players in the community to over 3 times the year-ago level in this third quarter. And hours played were 7 times higher than a year ago. As the community engages, they consume more content. More players are purchasing premium content than ever before, and these growth rates highlight the tremendous power of the combination of our premium and free-to-play business model. Going direct to our network of players in this way represents more effective marketing than any paid media network. We intend to achieve with all our franchises, as well as the potential new franchises we are actively creating, many of the successes we have had with Call of Duty.
And before we talk about this, and there was some interesting stuff there, right? You heard it from them directly. Before we go into that, the exciting news that I wanted to tell you. I am so excited about this. Me and my friend Echo, a really good friend of mine, he actually has a Diablo Immortal channel that's the best channel on YouTube. He's like the most awesome guy. If you don't know who Echo is, I'm going to link him up top. You definitely want to go over there and sub to his channel. He's got the latest news for Immortal. He's a really cool guy, a very good friend of mine, and me and him are going to be doing a podcast together. That's right, it's called Immortal Podcast. It's going to be all about Immortal. Basically, the entire community can come join, and we're going to have some guests on there. We're going to be talking about the state of Immortal, all of the things that are going on, all of the things leading to Immortal. Hopefully, we have some really cool guests on there as well, and the community can participate, so we can take your questions. It's going to be a live stream, and then afterwards, it's going to be a video. This is going to be a bi-week type of thing, so every 2 weeks, we're going to have this show. It's going to be a 1-hour show. Immortal Podcast on Echo Diablo channel. I will link that one up top. You want to make sure you go and sub to him if you haven't already. That's where this show is going to be live streamed, and then afterwards as a video, 1-hour show, Diablo Immortal Podcast. It's going to encompass everything that is going on in the Diablo Immortal universe. We're going to have guests. We're going to be able to take your questions directly. You can come hang out with me live on stream with Echo, or you can watch the stream afterwards as a video. I'm super excited about this. I cannot wait. I'm so pumped. I can't wait for this. And this is coming very, very soon. Make sure to stick around for that. All right, so back to the news. So if you listen to them talk, they said a few key things. Remember, a company in general, I've worked for many software companies. I know kind of how this works. In general, a company does this. They either double down on something that works or they change things that do not work. They, in general, owe to their investors. They profit is where they're going to go with this, right? Profit is what drives any company in general. There are a lot of other ways, but profit, trust me, profit is where it's at. Okay, so if you listen to their last 3 investor calls, and I did for this entire 2020 year, and you read through all the documentations that they've provided, and I did, and looked at all the numbers, they've basically summarized what they've said to you today in the chat. They've said the dev player base has grown 8 times. The Call of Duty Mobile is the most successful game. It's made $500 million for them. And the whole idea of free to play basically means that there's more player engagement. They give the game for free to everybody, and then a lot of other people buy the premium content. And that kind of like overplays for all the rest of the free people that play the game. In general, they make so much more money, 4 or 5 times more money. There's 8 times more player engagement. Long story short, these are the most amazing things that you can hear as an investor. And you bet you know what, they're going to double down on that. Every other mobile game that comes out from Activision Blizzard is going to be following the Call of Duty mobile model. In general, Call of Duty has exploded with the new Warzone and the free-to-play thing, even on PC and console. I've talked about that in the previous investor call. I've actually linked that for you as well. I made a video for that one. But in general, they're going to be following that model for sure. So you can bet your money 100%. Well, nothing in life is 100. So I'll say 99.9%. You can bet that Diablo Immortal is going to be exactly like Call of Duty Mobile when it comes to monetization, money, and all that. It's going to be free to play with the whole engagement. They're going to want to make sure they pull in more players into it, and then they're going to be selling you things. Now, whether it's going to be like we talked about, monetization through the in-game currency, and then the pass and the loot boxes, or it might not have loot boxes. Will it be pay to win or not pay to win? Those are all questions up for grabs in general. I think it's going to be just like Call of Duty Mobile. So if you wanted to know what that's like, go check out Call of Duty Mobile, and then you're going to be able to see, because that's exactly where they made their money. $500 million last year. That's no joke. And if you listen to what we just played, that's what they said. So in my opinion, Call of Duty Mobile and Diablo Immortal are going to be exactly the same. What we just discussed. Let me know down below what you think about all of this. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, if you think I'm crazy, whatever. By the way, do you like this shirt? Pretty cool, right? If you do, make sure you put that down in the comments. I want to know who is a Cobra Kai fan over here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.